You hear it all the time, man. Everybody goes into the game with something. You have an ankle,
That's right.
You got a knee, you got a neck, you got a something. Same thing in MMA. I mean, I think MMA you can control whether you practice or not a little better, but I'm excited to, as we know, I've been beating dudes at 80%, so what we're gonna do at 90.
And most guys play hurt. That's all, and if you want to stay in your career longer, you've got to do things to stay healthy. I'm lucky to be here with Anthony Wint, and he was introduced to me from a very good friend and a world champion, Impa Kasanagné. Impa sent Anthony to me to see if I can help him. Anthony's obviously in the MMA world, but also a New York Jet man.
Yes, sir.
He was with the New York Jets, and when I met him and he told me he was a Jet guy, he was like, so who's your team? Now, I grew up in Jersey, so you're either a Giants fan or a Jets fan. I'm a Giants fan. And trust me, Giants and Jets, the fans, we all suffer. But, you know, when Anthony was on the team, he rocked the world. So give me a little history of you. I mean, with the Jets, the MMA, like, how did you come about being the superstar, man?
Well, I was born and raised in Miami, Florida, where I feel like we breed the best football players. Played football since the age of 5. Obviously, I played all sports, basketball. I was a really good wrestler, wrestled in high school, was a state runner-up my senior year, ended up going to FIU, started there for 4 years, went undrafted to the Jets.
Wow.
Played on the practice squad, got moved up towards the end of the season. My first ever tackle was actually a forced fumble on a kickoff. So only tackle I've ever had in football, in the NFL, in the actual game, was also a forced fumble. And then, had a really good time there, ended up getting cut. Was signed to a CFL team. COVID-19 happened. They canceled the season. I was signed to FRM at the time, which they manage right now. Elias DePoya, George Masvidal, Yoel Romero, John Jones. So they're probably the best, and they convinced me, like, hey, you're the next best thing when it comes to fighting. Now, was this like a return on investment type of thing, or did they actually believe that? Who knows? I'm not with them anymore, but here we are now, undefeated, 6-0, Fury UFC champion, and I'm standing here with Dr. Mark, who's going to make me feel like a 22-year-old again.
Yeah, man, invincible. I love it. So obviously, you and I got to know each other through Impa, and we've had, I tell you, such great success with him. He's done so well. But what I really want to know is, you know, now that you decided to go this route, what was running through your head with all this? Because I know you see Impa, but what's going through your head? Like, all right, I'm going to go up and see this guy, and, you know, stem cells, and, you know, what were your thoughts coming up here from Miami?
Well, obviously, like you said, we know each other from Impa. Impa's a world-renowned guy, like best in the world, probably best people I've known at the gym. And I met you through Impa at the gym. And obviously, I have my elbow issue. Impa, I mentioned it to Impa. He told me about the knee issue you fixed for him and how the doctors were telling him he probably would have to have surgery. After that, his knee was perfect. So I was a little skeptical. I'm like, okay, how does this all work? I did my own research. So obviously thinking about what are the biggest risks of stem cells, and obviously we already know the benefits of how it can change your life and change the longevity of your career. So what would you say the biggest risks are?
Man, to be honest with you, there really aren't any.
Wow.
You know, I mean, there's no side effects. There's no rejection. It has a very high success rate. I mean, let's face it. We got to keep you healthy so you can stay in your career.
Yes, sir.
I mean, it's your career. You know, and what we've seen through the years and the amount of damage that you're in a pretty rough sport, man. I mean, you guys get hurt, you know, so we try our best to keep you healthy, and stem cells, the magic answer. You know, they're just a miraculous way to help assist your body in healing itself. And so there's really no risk involved. It's more benefit than anything.
Sounds like music to my ears. Yes, sir.
So I'm looking forward to getting you fired up and back in training, full steam.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's been a while since I've been not hurt. So even with football, you hear it all the time, man. Everybody goes into the game with something. You have an ankle,
That's right.
You got a knee, you got a neck, you got a something. Same thing in MMA. I mean, I think MMA you can control whether you practice or not a little better, but I'm excited to, like I said, be that 22, 23-year-old where it's like, all right, I'm 80, 90, 95% has to go in the competition because, as we know, I've been beating dudes at 80%, so what are we going to do at 90?
And most guys play hurt. That's all, and if you want to stay in your career longer, you've got to do things to stay healthy. And this is the number one thing that you could do to yourself. It's the best thing you could do to yourself.
Yes, sir.
So I'm happy you came up, and I already know what your results are going to be.
Yes,
you
sir.
don't. I know you're
I'm
anxious.
excited. I'm anxious, excited, a little scared, not too much, but you know, I'm willing, and I'm conceding to the fact that it's going to come out great.
Yeah. So what we'll do, let's go treat you.
Yes, sir.
And then we're going to come back out, and we're going to see how you did.